Thanks for the support as a channel member, Justin Parsons. Well, it's pretty simple, Mrs Wearmouth. My job is to win these 2 games today, hope that Fulham drop points somewhere, and then we'll find ourselves in the Premier League. Otherwise, we've got the playoffs coming up tomorrow. There's not really anything you can do. I mean, what you could do is maybe try and get the lights back on in here, or fix the other camera angle. No? No? Fine. Hello and welcome to part 66 of Homegrown. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have our final 2 games of the regular league season. We're away against Middlesbrough and at home against Forest. Since you were last with me, we've not played any more games, but unfortunately, everyone else has, and they haven't really gone our way. Fulham beating McDongs 4-1 earlier in the day puts them 4 points ahead of us and makes promotion look pretty tricky from here. Blackburn also leapfrogging above us as well. They presumably played at some point, although not today, it seems. But either way, we've gone from being in second place at the end of the last episode to 4th at the start of this one without a game being played. We do have a game in hand over Fulham. If we win it, which is this game against Middlesbrough, who are second bottom now, if we win that game, we go back up above Blackburn, up to 87 points. And then we're just hoping that on the final day of the season, we can beat Nottingham Forest while Fulham lose away against Birmingham, who are down in 11th place. I think we're probably going to be in the playoffs, but we've backdoor Kev'd things before, and we might just be able to backdoor Kev a thing again today. This is the team that is going to try and get their backdoor Kev on. And we're going with Alex Williams in goal, a back 4 of Hall, Davies, Barr and Brewerton, Hodgkinson and Akani in midfield, Hamilton and Renan out wide with Cannon and Jessup up front. Middlesbrough are not having the nicest of times this season, so fingers crossed we can pile on a little bit of misery. I think we can relegate them today. So as much as I don't want to see my team relegate another team, I kind of do a little bit. I want nothing against Middlesbrough, but, you know, I want to play in the Premier League. Akani attempting a headed shot from outside of the area. Has that been recorded as a shot? Because it's ridiculous if it has. But it was towards goal and the goalkeeper ended up catching it. So it must have been a shot. Cannon drifts out wide. Renan has gone infield to take his spot in there, but the cross from Cannon doesn't get anywhere near Renan or any other home shirt, and Middlesbrough have just ran through our defence as if they're not there. And this is very reminiscent of how the game against Crystal Palace started at the end of the last episode, whereby there's no logic behind what I'm seeing. There's a minute on the clock. How have we already conceded a goal? They've picked the ball up deep. Hall can't get the tackle in. Davies can't catch up with him. Barr can't get over in time. And Williams doesn't even attempt to make the save. I've been raving recently about how good my back 4 is. They didn't look it there. This is my first choice back 4. The only player missing from this squad is Nathan Curry in midfield, which I guess he does stop a lot of those bursting runs from deep because he's there to make the tackles, which Kieran Hodgkinson and Jonathan Akani are not going to do because they're both much more creative players. You need that bite of Curry in there. There's a big mistake for Middlesbrough, though. Cannon gets the ball and that's gone over the line. That has literally crossed the line. I mean, why don't we have the weird timeline thing anymore? I need to go back. I mean, what have we just witnessed? Play the highlight. Give me the previous highlight again. Right, here we go. No, how does this football game work? What is this? Right, can we now play it? I don't understand what I'm doing. Previous highlight. We're never going to see. Previous highlight. Right, it might be here. So if we don't want to fast forward, really. We want to... I just have to hold that down. Oh, no, this is Akani. Is this the one? No, I give up. It crossed the line. I don't know. I need to look at the highlight. I'm pausing and I'm going to figure it out. Right, I figured it out. We just need to slow things down. So match speed during highlights, we're slowing it down. This crossed the line. So Hamilton with the shot. Comes back off the post. Goalkeeper. Off the back of the goalkeeper. I mean, it's not even a little bit over the line. That's a metre over the line. If we end up not getting promoted this season, I've never seen anything like that in Football Manager. How can there even be a question about whether that ball is over the line or not? Even then when he stands up. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by what I've just witnessed. We now need to put the match speed back up again. I need to get him on the phone. I need to appeal it. Controversy here in the run-in to... I mean, this game's on telly with a late kickoff because we're on the telly. Oh, my word. And now our heads are... My head's gone. Everyone's heads are gone. That's it now. Right off promotion. We're not going to get through the playoffs. It's all gone wrong from there. We're not recovering from that nonsense that we've just seen. My goodness me. Well, just, I guess we'll go attacking. I am stunned. What can we do? I don't understand what I've seen there. Okay, let's try and pull myself together and muster up a goal from somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from, but we do need a goal, or we need 2 goals. If we don't score twice, we're not getting promoted. We're gonna have to do the stupid playoffs. No one wants to do stupid playoffs. We've comfortably been the best team in this game. We've scored a completely legitimate goal, and this isn't even me playing around for once. You all know it was a legitimate goal, and we're being robbed. Right, Troy Cannon's going to come off for Connor Roberts. We're going to bring Hughes on for Renan because Renan's shattered. And I'm tempted to bring Pritchard on for a midfielder or something and just throw another man forward. I don't know, I just don't feel like Danny Pritchard's as much of a goal threat these days as he has been in the past. Mainly because he's not scored a single goal all season. But he is a big game player. We'll save him for the last 10 minutes. Come on, Danny. When you come on, do what we've seen you do so many times before. Right, Hamilton, head's clear, sort of. I need to go and have a walk around the garden. I can't record the rest of this video. I'm stunned. Williams makes the save. And I've never felt so robbed by a computer game. Oh, my word. Well, just pull yourself together, man. Oh, okay. Brewerton with the throw. Hughes nods it back to Akani. Akani needs a big performance in these last 20 minutes. Hughes looking to surge into the Middlesbrough penalty area. Akani has been left unmarked here. He plays a perfectly weighted pass through to Hamilton, and Connor Roberts is there with an equaliser. And we are back in the game. It's Middlesbrough 1, Home 1. The promotion push is back on. And I love the fact that it's 2 of our youth academy boys who are combining for this goal. A beautiful pass from Akani, and then a lovely finish from Roberts. Yeah, Micah Hamilton was involved as well, but he's not an academy boy, so we don't love him as much as we love the other 2. Come on, now is the time for Danny Pritchard. Danny Pritchard is coming on. He's going to come on for Hamilton. We're going to stick Jessup out wide. Roberts is going to go further forward. Pritchard is going to be in there as a target man, and we need a Danny Pritchard moment. For one last time, let's have some Danny Pritchard heroics. Do a football. We're going very attacking. I know we're drawing, but we've got to go for it. Come on, lads. Just anything. Someone do something. Give me a highlight. So what you're telling me is if we hadn't been robbed of the goal, we win that game. As it is, we're now almost certainly in the playoffs. There's always the outside chance of a backdoor Kev, because we're 3 points behind Fulham. We'd have to have them lose while we win. There's got to be a goal difference turnaround as well, and Blackburn also need to lose as part of this scenario. It's very, very unlikely we're going up automatically now, and it's because we have been robbed by that referee this game. I need to know who to sue. Here we go then, boys and girls. Last day of the season. Fulham away against Birmingham. Blackburn away against Bristol Rovers. We're at home against Forest. Bristol Rovers are already relegated and finished bottom. The chances of us going up here are minuscule, but we are the only team who are at home. If we win our match and cross our fingers, we need to win whilst Fulham lose and Blackburn draw. In fact, yeah, a Blackburn draw will be enough. It seems unlikely, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. They're probably not going to happen today. We've not made any changes to the team from the last game. And let's just hope we can find goals. We need to get back to that game where we scored 5 goals. That's what we need. Not these games where we're letting other teams score in the first couple of minutes and then having nonsense happen to us in the middle of matches. See, I can smile about it now. I can look back on it and think it was probably quite fun content to watch. But, I'm still seething inside. It's the sort of thing you never recover from. Renan plays it to Akani to Hamilton. Hamilton is in and shoots, and it ends up going a little bit high and a little bit wide. And Fulham have gone ahead in their game by the looks of it. Yeah, Fulham 1-0 up after 2 minutes. Blackburn have missed a penalty, but it doesn't really matter what goes on in the Blackburn game. If Fulham win, there's nothing anybody else can do. They're up. And once again, as seems to be the script for this run-in, we've conceded the first goal. I don't know why we've started doing this. Well, I do know why. We've not got Nathan Curry in the side. He has been such a huge miss, not having his crunch in midfield. I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean that we've conceded a corner there. It's conceded from a corner. I won't blame Nathan Curry's absence on that one. But just in general, we're so much weaker defensively without Curry protecting the back four. And, I mean, it really does show that I think if we do make it up and we're in a position to buy some of these, or these 2 former youngsters permanently, we can only get one. I think Curry has to be the one. Even though Hodgkinson's theoretically the best player, we've got Connor Roberts, we've got Jonathan Akani, we've got players who can do what Hodgkinson can do. We have no one else in the squad who can do what Nathan Curry can do, and it really, really shows when he's not in the team. Hamilton skips past his man. He's got Hall on an overlap to the left of him. If he decides to use him, a cross could come over. He does use him, and the cross is going to be delivered in a moment, I'm sure. In fact, he gives it back to Hamilton, who slides it across to Jessup. It's a beautiful goal. Very well worked. Jessup's 21st goal of the season. It's 1-1, and we're back in it. But like I say, it doesn't really matter unless Fulham lose, and we need to check in on what's going on with the Fulham game. So it's a nice goal. And of course, if we are going to be in the playoffs, if that's what's coming up tomorrow, then we need to go into them in good form. You can't go into the playoffs in poor form. Fulham now 2-0 up in their game, 3-0 up in their game. It's all over. Fulham are in the Premier League. Fulham might even win the league yet. And we're going to have to make do with the playoffs and making sure that we go into the playoffs in the best form we possibly can. There's an argument that we're better off finishing 4th than 3rd, though, because I'd rather face Stoke than West Ham, because West Ham were terrible early on in the season and have had to charge up the leagues to find themselves in 6th place. Although West Brom have just gone above West Ham there. I've got no fear of Blackburn, Stoke or West Brom. West Ham, I don't really fancy playing, though. So if they can end up outside of the playoffs, that'd be very nice. Thank you. Right. What do? We're going to stick Renan up front. We're going to get Hughes on. We're going to make Renan a deep lying forward. And then we are going to take off Hodgkinson and bring on Connor Roberts. And for my last trick, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I don't think any of the rest of them are game changers. They can come on if someone gets super tired. But I think we are getting to the point now where the guys who've been around for a long time, they're useful squad players to just kind of be there to make up the numbers. But the number of players who I can now look at and think, you might come on and make a difference, is starting to dwindle. We need to have a long look at all these loan players who've gone out on loan this season. We need to have a long look at a lot of them before we let them go out on loan again, regardless of what division we're in, and pick some game changers to come in and be a part of this squad to sit on that bench, because we don't have enough of that kind of player. We are on a very small squad at the moment as players have left. Part of me wonders if it was a mistake to let Micah Beerith go. Would I throw Beerith on in a situation like this? I don't know. Would he be more likely to grab a goal than Pritchard on this season's form? Maybe he would. Right. Demand more. There you go. Hamilton can come off. Bandera can come on. And we probably shouldn't have Bandera out on the left wing, though. We can stick Roberts up top like that. And just switch that around. And Bandera is another one, like Akani, like Hodgkinson, who's just... they're all the same kind of player in midfield. Well, playoffs it is. And we've limped towards them. We are not the form team going into these playoffs, which is always an alarming situation to be in. We finished 4th. I think I just saw West Brom finish 5th. So it's going to be West Brom that we face. And then it's going to be Blackburn versus Stoke. So West Ham did miss out. It's a lottery from here. I hate the playoffs. I love the playoffs, but I hate the playoffs. At least we've got the away leg first. We'll see how it goes, and that'll be tomorrow's video. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much for watching.